Well, g'day tubes, how's she hanging? Pretty good here. Rough night there coming home last night though, and wasn't bad, like coming home from that show. There's the show we went to yesterday was that Paisley show, and man, I just kind of got home late and I'm still dragging my butt today. So anyways, I was plugged the van in here with my solar charger panel-y thing, but I don't know if it's putting out enough to get her juicing again here. You see she's putting juice into her, so that's good. We're getting some juice into her, but it's been on all weekend and it's not even got enough to even do nothing inside yet, so it might take a few more days, maybe even up to a week to rejuice her. I don't know, but I wanted to kind of see if she would have started today for you, but she's a no-go, so that sucks. But I might even have to institute another panel here just to get her a little bit more going, because I don't know if that thing's probably getting drained, or they're not really meant for charging a right dead battery. This thing was right dead, so possibly too that this battery is screwed. It might have to actually come out and get inspected and stuff, and figure out we can get something else in there to get her going. But anyway, so what are we doing today? Weed whackering. I was weed whackering today, and I noticed in the last little while when I go to start my weed whacker, the primer bulb on the motor is got some holes in it or something. You can kind of see the split in there. I don't know if the camera's getting her or not, but she needs a replace, but I don't know what part number, nothing, anything, parts or anything. I don't have anything for it, so I'll have to take her apart, clean her all up, probably put a carb kit in it while I got her apart. You know, it's still running fine. It's probably not a bad idea, because I'll show you some things in there that kind of go wonky after a wee bit. But anyways, let's head her down to the garage. Oh, I just thought I'd give you a quickie on this too while I'm down here. I had to get my tripod because I was using her the other day here for when we put the seat on. But if you want to see the seat installation on this, go over to the other channel there, the BILLSTMAXX vlogging, and I'll put a link in the bottom. Check that crap out, eh? Isn't that awesome? Holy, doesn't match this one now, but anyways, it comes with a little purse and everything for you for your junk. So haven't even really tried her out yet, because I just got her on. We're gonna go for a tour, and then the rain started, and then yesterday we went to the show. So maybe tonight, I don't know, we'll see. But anyways, tripod, let's head down to the garage. Well, just before we go down, I thought I'd do a test here on the pool, and looks like I'm just a little bit above ideal on the pH, but lots of chlorine in her. Oh man. So I took my thing out for a couple of days here, and those things are a slow release little pellet in there, right? So I think that'll be good for a couple of days. Holy man, oh man, that's ooh-wee, wicked chlorine-y. Alright, just for video purposes, made it a little easier for us to get able to maneuver this little engine here. Took the shaft and everything off the front. Make her a little bit easier for us. Don't have to worry about the shaft and all that crap. So, take the filter apart. Probably clean that, or maybe pick up a new one while I'm there. I haven't got all my tools out yet, but first of all, actually before I go too far, I want to give this a blast and peeling all the junk off it. As much as I can. That's got most of it. Okay. So now basically we need to get this carburetor off and all this assembly here, so we're going to have to get her, hopefully I got small enough ones to get in there. Ooh, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to try this 8mm here. sure if I'm actually getting into it or not here. That one feels like it's on. Very tight tolerances. But I think we can... Boy, I don't know with that one though. Might have one solution. I got this shallow socket set and I think I might have just made her. That's probably some special socket you need from Stihl or something to get into these tight little things here. But I think we got them. Tiny little screws. Let me turn this stupid air thing off. It's leaking on me here. Okay, so now what do we got to do? That I'm not too sure yet. It looks like I got a couple more little dewies I got to take off of here. One anyways, there's a little shield here that's holding on to this thing here I got to get off, I guess. So that's a pretty small... Ooh. I got this key here, but I think it's too big. Yes, much too large. Okay, more tools. Okay, I got this little feller here. Oh, wait a minute. No, I don't have to get that in. Okay, makes sense. There's a little vacuum liner, but that can stay, I think. It's a vacuum line or a vent. It's a vent, I guess. Okay. That's kind of a funny little apparatus-y thing there. So, technically, we should be able to slide the carburetor off of here now. Oh, okay, well, I can just come off too then. Oh, there's one line I can see under here. That is a crankcase pressure line. Now, see if I can find my mighty Stihl screwdriver. And see if I can just fish this off of here. It should come off because it's all looby and stuff. And these lines here will have to come off. Ooh, had a bit of pressure behind that one. There. Okay, that should separate. There we go. Now what we got to do is clear a little spot here. Put down some nice clean sheets to work on. There. Alright, so I should probably give us another quick little blast off of here and get any little bits of cruddy dirt off. I will, one sec. Okay, that's not too bad. So what we're after here is getting this primer bulb off of here. So what we'll do is, hopefully I got the right screwdriver here. Not quite. It should work. I'm careful. And inside of here, I'm trying to remember, I haven't had one of these apart for a while, but they are pretty simple. Oh, this one's a little different with this port there. But let's just take these off. And you want to take these off and put them in a little pile. They should be all the same. Sometimes they're not, but 9 times out of 10 they are all the same size. Lengthwise, I mean threadwise. Okay, so I'll just take this off slowly. And that's the thing we're having the issue with. Well, that is the fuel pump side too. Interesting. Sometimes they're on the other side, but anyways. So this is the thing we're having the trouble with. Let's push that out of here. It's kind of gotten dry and stuff, and oh yeah, you can see the. Oh, my name's Fred. What's your name? So that we need a part for. And inside of this, it's a lot different than I remember, but anyways, there's no diaphragmy parts there that I know of. This is, however, a diaphragm here, and actually it is still pretty good. It hasn't actually dried up yet, so I might just not bother with replacing it all right now. These get hard, and it doesn't pump the fuel too well, right? So from the vacuum, pumps the fuel out of the tank into the engine, and away you go. That's how them things kind of work. So that is actually good. So I'm gonna leave that one maybe alone for now. Maybe I'll probably get a kit anyways, and then see if I can get the rest of the year out of it. And when winter's here and stuff, we'll maybe tear her right down and clean her out, because it's running fine. There was no issue with it running. Yeah, that just, I don't really know what this is for, but it's to do something with the primer, I think, too. That'll fit down in there, and that's part of the sucking in and out into the tank and back and forth kind of thing. So that's your primer assembly. Okay, the place I can get parts in town here is, of course, closed on Mondays, so they would probably have all the bits, but I'm going to maybe just give John Deere a call. Here, look at this. Stihl. Right, Stihl. Now look down here. China. Really, guys? Holy crap. Isn't that awful? But I'm going to give John Deere a quick shout here and see if they can find parts for me. One sec, we'll be right back. Alright, so they're busy with their customers right now. I couldn't take my call, so I'm like, okay, that's fine. If you can call me back, that's cool. So, while we're here, let's just pop this cover off. I've got to make sure I should take a picture. Because when I go to put this thing back together, not like I do these every day, right? So, there. I can lay it. How does that go back on? Because I'm forgetting. Okay, that unloosened her. I'm going to use my mighty Stihl for the rest of the way here. And I'm not sure on this one, but sometimes some of these things are under a spring load too, so you got to really, that one I don't think is, but you got to really keep that in mind too, because you could open up one of these and then off she goes. So there's another diaphragmy thing in there. It's interesting, but it seems like it's blocked right off. I don't know. It's getting air from under here, I guess. Yeah. So what on earth is this thing then? Because this all looks blocked off too. There's a couple little holes there, but this doesn't seem like it does anything. These things too, you got to really be careful pulling them off, because they will get stuck down to themselves. Oh yeah, see a spring under there. Maybe that's him. Yep, that's him. Alright, well, they got the primer bulb in stock there at John Deere, but they don't have the kit for this, which is all these bits. Holy jeez, there's more stuff falling apart here. Now, which way was it? I was sitting like that. See what I mean? Like these things, some little tiny pieces in it, and this thing ended up falling off here too. That's got something to do with, I don't know actually what this one does. There's a hole that goes through to this side, so it looks like a hole that comes through to this side. So you could see how you have to absolutely have your fuel extremely clean. Like there's even a little piece of crud right there I can see. Maybe tiny grain of something. If that gets into one of these little holes, why won't it frickin' run right? Stupid thing, piece of junk. Yeah, rack your brain on it. So he won't have the bits in for this until Wednesday, which kind of sucks, but I think maybe for now I'll just put her kind of back together. hopefully. Yeah, that's something to do with the fuel suction there too, I think, this thing. I'm not 100% sure, but it's definitely got something to do with it. So now, yeah, that one was on there. Holy crap. See what I mean? I got this thing totally kiboshed here right now. That's got to be on here, so you can sometimes tell with these things with the needles too which way they should go on, because that's actually the idle needle there. So you turn the screw in more and it increases your idle, so it's hard to see, but it's got a little cone shaped screw on the end, so the more you increase that, the more it's going to push this open and right kind of thing, right? So that can go there. I can't remember now if this was right or not, but I got her all screwed up here again. That's the thing, you need like 15 hands sometimes too with these things. Let me look at my picture. See, I've already forgotten. It's like, wow, really? You just did that like 2 minutes ago, knob. Okay, so that is sitting like that, and this went down this way. It was right. So I'm just going to put this kind of back together for now, and we'll have to wait until we get our bits in. Not like I don't have any other weed whackers I can use. I got like 6 more. But anyways. And that one, it's actually still really good, that diaphragm there. Let's just pop this off of here, and we'll have a look at it too. Just want to take a picture of this thing too here. Okay. Generally there's 2 pieces to these. There's the actual diaphragm, which is this real thin, super thin piece. And then there's like another piece underneath here, which is probably stuck on here. Oh, no, there we go. Just depends how long they've been stuck on for. Usually they'll kind of come off fairly efficiently. But if they're really old, yeah, it's not too good. I just tore that one too. Tore it a little bit there. It's probably enough it might leak too. But so there's the inside of the fuel pump. So that thing's getting vacuum and pumping on this thing here, stuffing her into the engine. Roughly, that's all I know. So this also really makes a difference too, how you put this in. You got to make sure you put this steel piece down like she was there. So the odd time you'll get some stuff stuck in the little needle here. There's a little wee tiny needle in here. I'm not taking it apart because I think it's okay. So you take that screw out and take this whole needle and seat assembly out of here. But talk about little wee tiny passage. A lot of these are blocked off though. That's really interesting. The one there. There's a little something here. But how do they make these carburetors? Holy crap, I've got no idea. It's pretty sweet though, how they work. Alright, well, a couple other things we can check while we're here. Sparky plug. I can get her off of here. Yeah. Tell a lot by your spark plug and how things are running. If your pistons or your valves are screwed up, this one has valves on it. We could look at them too. The rings are wore out. This one's a little bit kind of gimed up. I don't think I've ever actually had this one out, so really that's not too bad for the hours I put on this thing. And I'm probably mixing a bit too much oil, but I'm mixing it 50-to-1 like they say, so that I better actually stick back in here. I'll probably get a new plug while I'm there too. He'll have the plugs and filters. It's kind of common stuff up there. Have a look at the valves in here, but it's still fine. I had to get my other one adjusted though. This one's got probably twice or maybe almost 3 times the amount of hours on it that my big 130 has, and I had to get the 130's valves adjusted already. I think they might be adjusted a little bit too much, because now when it's hurt the seal, this feels good. When it's let's get you up out here. When it's hot or really warm and you shut it off for 3 or 4 minutes and you go to start it again, it doesn't want to start. So I think he's adjusted them too much. But now what was going on with my other one? This one's fine, but there's a what do they call it? Oh my goodness, decompression here when it's not starting, when it's not running, that pushes the valve open a little bit, and it was out of whack. So it was like really hard to pull, right? So it's like, oh, you just have to adjust the valve. I'm like, okay. So he adjusted the valve, and yeah, it's better now. But then, like I say, when you're trying to start it, when it's after it's been warm for a while, it's not the greatest. So, but pretty lame how they adjust them. Well, there's not much to them. You need a tiniest little gauge to go under. Just a skinny, tiny little thing for each one. Now I can't remember the number, clearance number, but anyways, then you just basically crank this little nut down, and that's it. There's not much holding it there. So sometimes there's lock nuts and stuff on them, but these are sort of like a jam nut, I guess. They got a little jammer thing there, and that's all that does it. So I'm going to say those look good, so I'm going to put this cover back on, and it will not run with that cover off. I've tried her because you lose all your compression out of the top there. So one bolt that holds that cover on, and that's could cause you a lot of grief if the gasket starts to leak somewhere. But you're supposed to actually put a new gasket on whenever you take it off here, but we'll just try her without. It's got her. Now, one other thing I wouldn't mind checking too in here is if I can get it off. Sometimes they're a nightmare. Is the muffler here. See the crud that I just took off of that? I wouldn't mind maybe getting in here and seeing if I can get this off of here. Now all this put together with these Torx bits. Torx end screws are really decent, you know. Because you'll never, well, I shouldn't say you never strip one, but if you did, holy man, you're doing it wrong, that's for sure. Now, hopefully this isn't as stupid as muffler as some of them are. Some of them are so ridiculous to get off, but this one doesn't look too bad. Take this off, put a nice big straight pipe out or something. Hey, that'd be awesome. Straight pipe it. The loudest weed whacker on this corner, I'll tell you that. Holy shnikes. Oh, saying about stripping it, that was a tight one. Holy. I have no idea what happened to my my wrench here. She's all wonky. Must have got jammed on something, but oh, look at that, just fell right off. Yeah, there's my wrench is all warped. I don't know how that happened, but anyways. So, knock these bolts out. Can't really tell much in there, but it doesn't look too bad. But it's in here where you'd really want to watch. In this hole here, that starts to get smaller and smaller and smaller with carbon buildup and stuff. Just make sure that piston's up there. Can't really tell. Oh no, it's got overhead valves, that's right, you won't be able to get that up there. Anyways, if this gets smaller and smaller and smaller, it'll get losing power until it eventually won't start very well at all, run at all. So you got to sort of watch this of it too. This one's got a little bit of crud there. But it's really not too bad, which is good. Well, there's a bit fell out there. I probably shouldn't do this, but oh, the valve's closed, so that's good. So So a little bit of crud come out of there, and we'll give her another little scribe here maybe. It's not too bad after having probably, there might be 150 hours on this maybe now. I don't know, I don't really keep track, so I'm getting awful close to that, so. Nice. Okay. I'm pretty satisfied with that, so. Ooh, crap. Ugh. There's your gasket. And it actually come off really good. There's a bit of crud in there. It come off good. So we'll just throw it back together. Bolts in. Bolts in, bolts through the gasket. They're very coarse thread on this too, that's really surprising. Oh, geez, that one didn't get started. I thought it did. Wowee. Stubborn feller. What on earth is going on here now? Okay, what's going on here? Get in there, you turds. Should be fairly straightforward, you would think. But sometimes it isn't. Makes me kind of nervous with these really thick threads on this. It doesn't feel like it wants to go on right, but alright, I didn't actually have the gasket around the right way. So anyways, we got it right now, I think. And just before I get it real cranked on there, I'll put this one at the bottom too. Good. Come on. That's good. That's good. Alright, well, that is that. So another thing we can check too is our clutch shoes and the spring and stuff. Spring doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look like the clutch is grabbing on a whole lot of a surface area there though. Yeah, it's only on the center part. It's interesting. And this is where the shaft of course goes on, so the shaft goes inside of the bell on that on the other side, so but spring's not broken, it hasn't been, you know, dragging and running on and stuff, so everything there should be good. Everything there should be good. Probably should put a filter in the tank too, but I think we'll just keep going with what we got here. It's not been really too bad, so yes. And that should be good. There's stuff in here too, but I'm not going to bother getting into that. That should be fine. And I think, I can't remember what's in there now, but it'd be the insides of your, you know, where you get to your connecting rod and stuff and all that lovely stuff. So we'll just not worry about that. It should be fine. I'll have to take all that apart. Nothing wrong in there. So yes. Well, I guess now we're just waiting for parts. Alright, so we're waiting for parts for that. We gonna do an oil change on the truck here, but this is the first time I've used my new plastic ramps. I'm really nervous. But apparently they'll support 12,000 pounds gross vehicle weight. Strong as steel. Freaking well better be. So anyways, get them lined up about right there. I guess I'll try driving up and see if they'll support me. Oh boy, I'm nervous. Maybe. Wait for it. So what I'm putting this up here for is I got to do an oil change on the truck. She's well overdue. I've actually added a liter since the light actually told me to change it. So we're probably about 10,000 kilometers overdue kind of thing. So should do it. Probably thinking I should probably do it. So I guess what I'll do is I'm going to let her sit there for 20 or so minutes. Make sure it's not going to all of a sudden cave. Apparently they're supposed to be pretty strong. Oh, that side there kind of looks like I should maybe back her down and move her over to the other side a little bit, because I am a little bit hanging edge off, but maybe I better fix that. That's looking better. Feel a little better with that, I think. Yeah, it's better looking. Okay. Well, I am going to let her sit for a few minutes, just in case. But I don't know. I guess it's fairly strong. 12,000 gross vehicle weight. That's quite a bit. I mean, my entire tractor here, not with a load of tires, weighs 7,500 pounds. I think it's around there. So technically, I guess they're meaning each one will hold 12,000, or the two of them will hold 12. I don't know. Don't know what the deal is there. But anyways, I'm gonna let her sit, and then basically just gonna pull the plug out, I think, for today, and let her drain out overnight. Let her get a good drain out. All right, welcome to the underneath of our truck. I don't know if I've got you in a good place there or not, but I don't know. I don't really know if I'm in a good place or not. That's the scary thing. So far, so good, but still not my favorite place to be, I'll tell you that one. Okay, this is going to be red hot too, of course. So I better get lots of pan going here. Oh yeah, she's warm. Come on. Okay, the flow is good. Well, just let her kind of cool, slow down here a little bit, and then we'll pull the pan in a bit because it'll be pretty much right under dripping all night here. And I don't know if I can get this filter off by hand or... Oh, sweet, I can. I don't know if you guys can see any of this, but hopefully I got you mostly in this area right here. Here's a good idea for some extra oil over your hands. Rub it on your metal bits. Okay, I think I should be able to work on this oil filter now. Too close. There. I'll just get that dribbling out over tonight. I'll let her sit. Frickin' thing got me all in the face. Oh well, we're good. Yeah, we'll just let her drip overnight here, I think. She'll be good. Alright, we got a new filter, we got lots of oil, new oil, we got lots of oil changes to do this week because this thing was needing one. Little green tractor's up to 700 hours, it needs one. This thing's just ready to click over to 2,000, so it needs one. This is going to be oil change week, I guess, this week. So anyways, we won't do them all one day, but we'll do one and do the next one, do the next one. So, and actually my ATV needs an oil change too, and that's needed it for about 2 years, but anyways, hardly ever drive it, so I haven't really worried too much about her. Keep an eye on it, but that's about it. So anyways, so that's what the oil filter looks like. A new one. That's her there, and I know a lot of you don't like the Fram stuff, but honestly, I ain't never had a problem. Some call it the orange can of death, but you can't with this one because it's not orange, was it? Silver can of death, maybe. Silver with can of blackhead death. I don't know. But yeah, and then we'll have to get parts for this thing, I guess Wednesday, he said. He's going to give me a call, he said, so that'll be good. Get that thing rocking again. I'm pretty well caught up to my weed whacking, which is good. So, but worst comes to worst, I could get my big 130 out. It should be fine, and go at her again. But oh, well, let's leave this on hold for now, and that's about all we can do. So tomorrow we'll finish up this oil change, get her all filled up again, and I'll probably go do some mowing somewhere. Get that one all warmed up, and then we'll do the green tractor. Got a funeral tomorrow too, can't forget about that. I better not leave my door open all night too, that'd be awesome. Raccoons would be in there just having a great old time. And oh yeah, I gotta bring my seat in. Yes, that's another job I gotta do too, is this filter for the car. Stuff's still in the car though, but I'll get that. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow or something too. We'll see how we make out. But you basically have to spray their cleaner solvent stuff on there and let her sit and then wash her out. I guess let her dry overnight or something and then re-oil it. So anyways, we'll do that in our day too. So I guess that's it for today. Say I drive my truck home, but I can't now. But anyways, that's okay. We'll let them drain overnight. It's probably still dribble in there. Probably dribble right till midnight. See here. See if we can see. I don't know. I can hear it. Oh yeah, there it is. Dribbling. So we'll have to let her dribble. By morning she'll be good though. We'll see if this thing's can crush down on these ramps. That'll probably be fine, but it still makes me a little nervous. A little bit nervous. Anyways, I guess I'll take this home with me. You can really smell that oil was really needing change on that truck. Woo-wee. But anyways, she's getting done now. Yeah, so we got 698.8 on this thing, so by tomorrow I'll probably have her click over to 700.